Hope your weekend was awesome. Let's see what we find out there today. You can see where the snow is really melting faster on the trees. We don't have a lot left, but we are getting some robin snow today before the rain. You can see the remains of fall leaves as the snow melts away. Seen an eagle flying at the very edge of the field. Just flew out through. Very hard to focus with the snow falling, but awesome. Been blessed with lots of wildlife in the last few days. Now if I only can capture some of it on camera. What are we going to have brewing? A nice big beef stew. Hard to pick up from over here. It's really in a deep gully, but there's a poplar tree that's really getting taken over by the woodpeckers. Obviously full of lots of grubs. That would definitely be a pileated woodpecker that's getting at that tree way down in that gully. Time to head out on another hike and enjoy the beautiful sights and sounds of nature. We got a fresh coyote track coming down over this hill. Left a scent mark. They say with this mild weather, there's been a couple of sightings of male black bears already. We got some cotton ball clouds in this vibrant blue sky. Lots of coyote tracks along this trail. Smaller one. Wow, a moose went through this way. I'm on the edge of the forest not long ago. The camera will pick it up. The moose stopped here, chewed up this limb. It's not a rabbit, it's a moose, and his tracks are here on the side where he's been following this trail on this side of the hill. And here is where he climbed up that steep bank down from that creek. You can hear the magpie, a couple of crows, but I think I spot an eagle. We're going to have to move over further to get it in the lens and see if it'll stay. It's actually 3 eagles. 2 in the tree and 1 flying overhead. Very hard to focus. So I have a few of these bags and they're waterproof inside plastic, and it's fire starter kits, things I've collected from bark to dry birch bark and fat wood and different kinds of buds and things that I know are flammable to help me start a fire. So we're going to have a little one here just while we have a tea and enjoy the sun going down. So there you have some of the dry bagged fire starter elements, pine bark and chips and different shavings that I have from carving all dried out. Many subscribers are already fellow bushcrafters and quite aware of the different elements to look for when making a fire, but for those of you who aren't, a couple of points for me, because everyone has a different style. Number 1, make sure that you have a good source of wood nearby, and make sure you have collected enough wood to keep your fire going before you even ignite the flame, because there's no worse thing than being cold and then running out of wood to keep the fire going. Another thing is pay attention to the direction of the wind if you're going to build a shelter, You want the heat from the fire, but you also don't want the smoke. In our area, with a lot of the wood, you'll get a smoke. So perhaps through the night when it calms down, it won't be a factor. But here, as you can see, in the day, the wind is blowing that fire back to the north. So you'd want your shelter probably on this side where I'm filming, so that it doesn't come right through and smoke you out. Perhaps it may be great for some people when they're camping later in the year and there's a lot of black flies and mosquitoes. You may want it closer to your shelter. It's all a matter of preference, but those are a couple of things that I would share with you. You get those first coals and you're good to go. And I had some green tea today and a nice grilled cheese sandwich. So we're just going to sit and enjoy a peaceful moment before some more snow and rain tomorrow. We had some shedheads through the clouds. Hopefully they'll make it your way. And if they don't, just a note out to Cabot Bluegill. Thanks for recommending my channel and all his subscriber friends coming over and checking out my channel and subbing. Anyone on my channel who's not already subscribed to Cabot Bluegill, please go over, take a look. Very wise man, great tips, some interesting facts. I also like to recognize Evan's Backpacking. He did a phenomenal hike about a week ago in the mountains. You got to check it out. It's really great. A lot of great people coming through my community to let you know how much I appreciate it. Very interesting, great to share similar things together. So you can check out in the comments below. Look at their channels as well. Thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful day. Fresh Bunny Trail. Along with the songbirds. The official beginning of spring. Pussy willows are budding. Cheers, friends. Here is some spruce gum on the tree. It's kind of thick and like caramel. I'm going to break some of that off and be testing it to see if it's as flammable as reports say it is. Very solid wood, even though the tree's upper part and lower part were totally rotten. Now, one thing I can say for sure is you do get a lot of chips for tinder. There's the shape coming. I have to be careful with this because it's more, the wood is grown in more clumps than straight grain. I can't explain it, if you know what I mean. If you chop something out because of the age of the tree, it wants to come out in a clump. So you got to be really careful when you get down to this stage. But you can see it's starting to look like a spatula. Well, I've been at this about an hour, and this is how far I've gotten. You can see the spatula is taking quite good shape. Soon be time to use my knife because I don't want to damage any pieces where I haven't done it on this small scale before. I can tell you that this birch is a lot harder than poplar for carving. That's for sure. And I got a cat and a dog watching me. They're not quite sure what to make of it. So there you go. There's the shape so far. Just look at all that tinder down there. Still a long ways to go. But there you see the main frame of my spatula.